What up, gang? I added some goodies to the Ducati. So you guys know I got my new stand in, which is actually really cool. But I got the Stompgrips, and I think they turned out just beautiful on the bike. So now at least I got some grip, man, because it is super slippery when you're riding that bike. You guys can see I've got Techspec with a combination of Techspec and also basically Stompgrips on there. But I use a lot of Stompgrip for the clear ones, at least for some of the graphic design ones. And then I have Techspec on this particular bike as well. But yeah, the Ducati, man, looks great. The chain on my bike needs to be tightened. It's loosened up after about 240 miles. But this bike is just a joy to drive. I've been really enjoying the time I've had on the bike so far. Do I want a V4? Yes, I do. And nothing against the V2. I love it. But again, when I ride my R1 or when I ride the ZX10 or I ride the R1M, I obviously miss the power on the V2 when I'm on there. But the bike does get up and run when it's up over 10,000 RPM. Still waiting on the Brent tune for this bike. It should hopefully be here. I'm leaving town basically on Friday, but it should be here hopefully by Monday. That's what they told me. They had a little bit of a hiccup when they were sending out the flasher on it. I guess the flasher didn't work, so they had to get another one for me. So I should have it either Monday or Tuesday at the latest, and then I'm going to go ahead and Brent tune the bad boy. I'm not changing the exhaust out, at least for now. I did actually get somebody that sent me an Aero exhaust price, which is roughly about $1,200 for the bike. And my friend can actually install it for me, which is really good. But you know, the good news is if I want to do it, great. Bren told me that they do have a map for the for Aero if I decide to go that route, but I'm totally fine with the stock can for right now. It does lighten the bike up almost 30 pounds though. Actually 24 pounds, that's what they said, if you put the Aero exhaust in there. But I really like these Stompgrips, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but they make the Stompgrips when you order them, so they're actually, you know, laser cut for you, and then they ship them out. But I am very pleased with the way it turned out. I think it's going to be one heck of a ride. I haven't taken the bike out today. I just kind of got done working, and I'm going to probably should go for a little bit of a ride. It's kind of nice outside right now, so I probably should just go for a little 30-minute quick spin, which I probably will after I make this video real quick. But other than that, guys, I just want to let you know that I did get the little goodies on there, and really digging the stand. I went with a Dynamoto on the front wheel there, which works out really good because I can move the bike left and right too, which is great. But Pitbull, you guys know these stands are just lifers. You buy them once, they last for 100 years. They never break. But very pleased with the way that these tank pads came out. And the grips on the side there look really good. Other than that, guys, you guys have a great evening. I'm going to go ahead and just go for a little quick ride and maybe add it to this particular video. Talk to you soon. Cheers. Go out there and just take the Ducati out for a little bit. I got the new Stompgrips on here, which you guys probably saw the early portion of the video. But I'm just going to go take her for a little ride. Sun's already setting, so it won't be out too long. Just a couple minutes. And then be back in before it's dark. Always gets a little dangerous out here whenever it's basically dusk. People are coming back from happy hour and stuff, and it's usually not a good situation. So typically I try to get my buff back in the house before it gets nuts. The bike is cold. I love this. It's pretty. It looks good, my friends. It looks good. Let's see if we can't get any heat on the bike here. It's still low. Let's go see if she
She wants to roll for a little bit. Put some heat on her. Should be good. Let's even get back before it sets. Sun sets, guys. It's been a really pretty day. Just so you guys know, my GoPro, I was on my R1 and I was going about 130 some odd miles an hour, and my GoPro started to fall off. It's pretty bad. Gosh, I love this V-twin. It's just so different. And the inline 4, you know. Torquey! Guys, I just want to thank you so very much too for just all the subs and the likes and the conversations I've been having with all you guys. You guys are just amazing. It's a really great riding community out here, and you know, I'm always very pleased to be able to just show the bikes that I have and share the reviews I have with you. It's been really great talking to some of you on Instagram and everything too, where you guys have just been kind of messaging more details, and I've gotten about 4 requests for different types of videos that people want you know, for me to look at or to create, which I'm going to for them. So stay tuned, guys. If you guys have anything too that you want to see or know more about on any of the bikes I have, by all means, please don't hesitate to ask. I will do whatever I can to make it happen for you. It's just important to me because, you know, a lot of people can't throw a leg over these bikes before they buy them, and it's hard. It's not like, you know, buying a car. You can't really test drive the bike in most cases, especially Ducatis, unless you're renting somebody's Ducati. Really excited though for the S1000RR, which is going to be hitting US soil here hopefully within about 2.5 to 3 weeks. So I'm really excited about that bike. We're going to do a full uncrating with that bike and basically be there for the whole PDI, which I think is going to be super cool. Stay tuned for that, my friends. Should be a fun one. I had one of my friends ask me if I missed, you know, having the normal mirrors versus the Rizomas, and I said, you know, I really haven't missed it at all, to be quite frank with you. The bike, I can still pretty much look over my shoulder and see what I used to see before when I had mirrors and when I didn't have mirrors, so, you know, it's good. This morning on this road, I was heading to the gym, and they had just this massive head-on collision this morning. The whole road was backed up for like 40 minutes, and it's 2 young kids. I don't know if you guys saw the video that I posted 2 days ago. That it looked like a high school kid that was in the car. Nearly sideswiped me on the R1 in a zone where I typically will pass, but the car had been going or driving erratic a couple miles back, so I pretty much marked the car when I saw it come up on in my rear or on my side mirror. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay behind this person because they've just kind of been cutting in and out of lanes, and all of a sudden I start to progress in my lane while they were in the other lane, and all of a sudden this chick just literally comes over, and you can see I slam on the brakes. Kind of give her an Italian what the fuck, and then she speeds off. She knew she was in the wrong. But my neighbor who was pulling into the neighborhood, you know, came up to me afterwards, came to my garage and was like, dude, I saw that. That was pretty crazy. She almost put you into the median. And I was like, yeah. I go, you know, one thing about riding bikes, especially here at the beach, you just got to be careful, man. It's always the other dude, man. We could be the safest riders in the world, but it's just these other people. You can't trust them. So always wear gear. A lot of young guys that watch these videos here, you know, majority of the people that watch my videos are in their 20s and 30s. Always have your gear on. Always be mindful of your surroundings. And if you haven't taken a safety course, I really recommend you guys, you know, either the Yamaha Riding Academy. There's what's the other one they've got? There's a couple riding academies out there that are really good, guys. I would encourage you to spend the $500 to go to those courses, because it just makes you a much more defensive rider. And you never know when you're gonna have to call upon those skills to get you out of a bind, just like I did yesterday. You know, I was taught that in school. I was taught that at Rider Academy. I gotta tell you, I like these Stompgrips. They're grippy. This fuel tank is so much thinner than my R1. Like my R1's just a honking tank. This one's so skinny, you just feel like you're on a little R6, you know? Ooh, it changed tonight. Did you guys see that on the camera? Went from white to black. Nice. Kind of like that look on the dash. Sexy. Why is it the guys that drive Volkswagen Jettas just drive like old ladies? Every single time. Without fail. I don't get it. Getting a little chilly now that the sun is coming down. get this suspension adjusted up front here. It's so flippin' hard. The rebound would be a little bit better on this one. Hit a swarm of something. This bike really likes higher RPMs, like shifting before 8,000 or 9,000 RPM is almost a sin with this bike. It just wants to go. You guys ever get on your bikes and you rip one while you're riding and you're like, that one was questionable, and all you're doing is just praying that you don't have some sort of Hershey kiss on your dang seat, especially when they're suede. I think that just happened to me. The flag. So much wind out here right now on the cross side. You can hear it on the helmet. It's blowing pretty hard. Whoa. I still have not messed with any of these settings, guys. Still using the stock settings. I don't really want to do anything until after I get the Bren tune on there, and I can kind of play with it after I map it. Just keeping it standard so I have at least a base understanding of what the tune did to change it. Alter the power, the quick shifter, the ABS, engine braking, all of it. Gas. That was fun. It's a very nice bike. It's a very cool bike. The more I ride it, the more I really like it. And the lights look kind of cool on that one. I never seen them on. Looks kind of nice. Anyway guys, thanks for riding with me for a little bit. That was relaxing. Talk to you guys soon. CK out. Cheers.